Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing my most anticipated releases reading vlog. There are quite a few new releases that came out in February that I just need to vlog for you guys. And I'm going to be reading 3 of my most highly anticipated books in this vlog, which are Powerless by Elsie, Hail Mary by Kandi, Steiner, and Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey. So if you know me, if you're not new to my channel, you know that I love all 3 of these authors. These are all 5-star predictions for me. I just, like, can you not tell? Like, I am so excited to start and just dive right in. I couldn't really pick which one I wanted to start first. I needed a little help. So I went on my Instagram and I asked you guys to choose my next read for me, and I put all 3 of those books in a poll. And honestly, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Comment down below what you think it was. I'll give you a second. I'll give you guys a second because I'm honestly not surprised. First book that I'm going to be reading for this reading vlog is Powerless by Elsie. I literally can't breathe. I am actually currently not reading anything, and at this point it's about damn time, girl, that I read or start any of these 3 books. So Powerless did win, like I said, and I wanted to do this intro for this vlog because I want to start it like ASAP. Like, I want to start it right now, and I just have a feeling that these are gonna be top reads for me. It is gonna suck though to choose my favorite read of February. Wow, that is gonna suck. But I am starting Powerless and I am so nervous. I don't know. I kind of have like really high expectations, but like I don't know if I should like lower my expectations because I don't want to get like my hopes up and then like be crushed. But like I don't think that I'm gonna be crushed, but I'm so nervous. I do have the audio as well, but I won't be listening to the audio. It might be the wrong move, but I really want to read it on my ebook, and when I reread this series, the Chestnut Spring series again, then I can just listen to the audiobooks. So yeah, here she is. Let's get it going. What is this? What does that mean? Oh, it like syncs up. Okay, anyways, that's different. Y'all, I'm so excited. Here we go. I'm about to start reading. I will update you guys maybe before the 20% mark or at the 20% mark. Let's go. Powerless, a small town friends to lovers romance by Elsie, the queen. Dedication for the ones who spent their lives being just a little too agreeable. Here's to getting comfortable disappointing other people to avoid disappointing yourself. The truth is, we only have control over a finite number of things in life. The rest is a fucking crapshoot. Kandi Steiner. Not a quote by Kandi Steiner when I'm gonna be reading 2 of my favorite authors. Of course they're best friends. Of course. I love to see it. This was like the longest intro ever, but I'm gonna get started on Powerless and update you guys when I have some thoughts. Okay, so I am 22% of the way in chapter 9, and I'm gonna stop there for now because I need to get back to work. I'm almost off. I'm off at 5, but I also have to film a couple of other videos. So once I do all of my filming and editing, I will literally binge the rest of this book. 20% of the way in, guys, and I have already highlighted so much in this book. I already have laughed. I've giggled, I've swooned. I'm loving it so far. I'm only 21% of the way in, but I'm loving it so far. There's just so much pining between both of them, and you guys know how I eat it up. I eat it up. There's just like this bigger plot happening, like with one of the other brothers, and it's so devastating, and I'm just like heartbroken over it and heartbroken over the characters' like feelings towards what's happening, and I just want to give Jasper the biggest hug. Oh my gosh. And there's literally like a line in there that's like, Jasper is a sweet boy, but the man that he became was like chef's kiss. Oh, I'm here for it. I am eating it up. I am. I like Sloane. She's a little kind of lost in the wind, if you will. And Jasper is a control freak. And I just finished chapter 8, and Sloane says basically along the lines of how she doesn't know what she wants to do, and she just wishes that Jasper would tell her his opinion and like tell her what to do, that she literally needs somebody to take care of her and like do things for her and for her needs. And I'm just like, Jasper is the perfect man for you. And Jasper doesn't think that he is the perfect man for her because he has so many issues and like he's a control freak, but like Sloane needs a little bit of control, okay? And she needs a little bit of freak, okay? Anyways, I am loving it. And I think that's all that I'm gonna say for now. I also don't want to like spoil it or whatever, but I have already gotten to see like Summer and Rhett and Cade and Willa, and I literally highlighted this section where it was like Cade saying something about Willa, and I literally said, ugh, I miss them so much. I can't wait till I reread Flawless and Heartless, and I just miss them so much. I'm just so happy to be back in this world, and just I love Elsie Silver's writing. We kind of have so much happening, but we still get the text messages in the beginning, which involves like seeing other like characters, the side characters, like be together, but the hero and the heroine, Jasper and Sloane, are together. Like they're always together, like forced proximity, and I think that's what it is. That is the crack that Elsie Silver puts in her book, and I just love seeing my characters together. So I am just absolutely loving this, and I don't want to stop reading, but you know, I got stuff to do, I got shit to do, I gotta do stuff for you guys. I have to film my January wrap up. I had picked out, okay, this is a whole different tangent by the way, but I had picked out like this whole ass outfit to change into for my videos, but I don't even know if I'm gonna do that anymore. I might just stay like this, even though I recently filmed a video with this jacket on. But it's so cold, you guys. Like, it was, oh my god, the sun is out. It was literally a winter storm this morning. I'm not even kidding, but you know, that's what you get when you live in Nebraska. Anyways, it was so cold, so I just put this jacket on because it was just lying around. And I'm comfy and I feel cute. So I might just film a video in this and then maybe change into a different top later. I don't know what's gonna happen. That is my update, plus a little ramble. But I will talk to you guys when I have read a little bit more of Powerless. Okay, so I got off work and filmed 2 videos. I was originally only gonna film 1 video, but then I looked at my social media calendar and there was another video that I could have filmed, and I was in a groove. I was missing filming. I felt like I hadn't filmed in a while, at least a sit down video. So I decided to film 2 videos instead of 1. So I'm feeling very productive. I also did end up eating dinner as well while I watched an episode of Scandal, which this episode, I ate up. I did. If you follow me on Instagram, then you know, because I had to post about it because I was literally internally screaming. But now I served myself a large glass of wine. I have some cookies here that I warmed up for dessert, and I'm just gonna sit back, relax, and start to read some more of Powerless. Y'all, I'm on chapter 9, 22%. Let's get it. I'm excited. It's just gonna go up from here. I already know. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a time lapse for you guys. And yeah, I'm just gonna chill for the rest of the night. I know I still have to take my makeup off, which this is the thing about makeup. I love to put it on. I hate to take it off, but I'm gonna have to take it off before I go to bed. But I'm gonna read for a bit. It's only 7 o'clock, so probably read for an hour. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take my makeup off and probably go lay down and keep on reading and end up having to update you guys tomorrow morning. So let's get to it. The 1 bed trope. Didn't know I needed that, but I did. I ate it up. I did. Just the way that Jasper, he is fighting so hard this thing with Sloane, and you know what, I'm not even gonna complain about it because we're only 28% of the way in, and I need that slow burn. So when they finally do get together, it's just like, yes, you know, like it's well worth it. But just the way he sees her and the thoughts he has of her and the things that he says, like when they were at Walmart and he like told her all that stuff while she was shopping for makeup, and then the one bed trope that just happened, and how he really needed her and that he was in a dark place and she's always been his son and that's why he calls her Sonny. It's so good. But I had been reading for a little bit. I'm on chapter 11. I'm just really loving it so far. I really want to get down to what happened with the brother, and I want to learn more about Jasper and his past and his anxiety with vehicles, and I just also need Sloane to take that goddamn ring off her finger. Like, why the fuck is she still wearing it? But we know why she's still wearing it, but like, take it off. But I love seeing the way that Jasper's mind is changing towards Sloane, and the way that he is seeing her as a woman instead of like his friend, and he is now saying what if and like all of that stuff. And I think the fact that Sloane almost got married really puts shit into perspective for him. Like he said, he's afraid of losing people, of getting hurt and loving someone and having them leave him, and that's so understandable. And the fact that he felt like Sloane was leaving him when she was about to marry another man really put stuff into perspective for him. And now he's like towing this line of what if. It's so good. We just got a little bit more of Cade. Every time Cade pops up into the story, I eat it up. What can I say? It is so good. It is so good. So I was hoping to time lapse for a little bit longer, but my phone literally is dying. It's at 10%, which kind of sucks, but I should have known because I did film 2 videos, so my phone is literally about to die. I will definitely talk to you guys tomorrow. I'm going to just keep on reading and charge my phone. I don't think I'm gonna update after this because I'm just gonna keep reading, take my makeup off, and then lay down. I don't know if I'm gonna finish this book tonight. I'll probably get a good chunk in. I will try to write more notes because on Kindle, when you highlight, you can like add a note. I can just add notes if I have like certain things I want to mention to you guys. That way I can keep you guys updated on my thoughts and not just like ramble later. That's the update for now. I'm sorry my phone is dying, but I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, so it is the next day and I'm here with another Powerless update. Let me check. I should have checked before I even started this little clip. I am 67% of the way in and I am loving it. Last night I read so much while I was laying in bed, and I like literally forced myself to stop reading because at that point it was like getting late and I was like, okay, I need to sleep. So much has happened. There was this moment where Jasper kind of like saw his life flash before his eyes, and then he was like, why am I resisting so hard? And then Jasper and Sloane kind of have this moment. They are on this road trip to deliver some hay to Violet's horse ranch, and Violet is part of the other series by Elsie Silver. I can't remember for the life of me what it's called, but it's like the one previous to this one, and she is the only daughter and sister to all the Cade brothers, so she is like a sister to Jasper as well. So they are on this road trip, and then they have this like life flashes before my eyes moment, and then they like finally kiss. And when they finally kiss, I don't know what Elsie Silver does with her writing, but it's just the little things that really, I just be eating it up. Like, I am just internally screaming. Like the way he holds her while he kisses her, the fact that she is in his space, first of all, trying to get him out of this like shock that he's in and like trying to comfort him, and he is just like, I'm about to ruin us, and then he kisses her. I literally can't take it. I literally can't take it. Yeah, and imagine me like feeling all of these emotions and I'm just like literally dying inside for a kiss. For a kiss, bro. And I'm just like, wow. Just wow. And then once they have this kiss, it kind of explodes from there. They have to have difficult conversations. Jasper has to speak up and let Sloane know how long this has been going on, because as we know, Sloane has been pining over Jasper since the first minute that she saw him, and there's been 2 rejections from Jasper to Sloane, and she is kind of at this point where she's like, well, I'm glad to just have him as my friend. She has come to the terms that she will always love him, but they will only ever be friends. So it's also kind of like difficult for her to understand where Jasper's coming from. Like, this is all of a sudden, like, why, you know? And so they have to have these difficult conversations, but at this point, the sexual tension and the chemistry has been opened wide open, y'all, and like they can't really deny each other because Sloane has been wanting him for so long. And then the shower scene, oh bitch, the shower scene, and then what happens after is just on my knees, y'all. Like, I was just eating these crumbs up. It was so good. It was just so good. And then they finally get to the ranch that they're going to, and this is where they finally like get together. And that first sex scene was just so hot, and the way that Jasper is like, this is what I like and I don't want to scare you, and she's like, there's nothing that you could scare me of. And oh my god, y'all, it is so hot. Just, and there's this part which I just literally, like, I felt it in my heart, where I don't want to spoil it because it's so good, y'all. And I want y'all to like really eat it up, you know? It's the part where things are going down and they're in the kitchen and he tells her to do something. If you know, you know. And then she's like, this isn't difficult for me because it feels like I've been doing this my whole life. And he literally apologizes and he's like, I am so sorry. Like, I felt like I needed that. Like, I felt like there needed to be this sort of apology of why, because it hurts Sloane so bad to want him so bad and know it's like unrequited love, and thinking that he would never love her and think of her in any way other than a friend. And it physically hurts and it's emotionally damaging. And Sloane had been through so much, and just the pining, like, it hurts her soul. So I felt like it was so necessary for Jasper to see that and like realize that and then apologize for it, comfort her. And it was so good, y'all. It was so good. And then it's just spice ever since, y'all. It's so good. I love Jasper. He has a little kink in there. I need to stop saying it's so good because it's so good, but if you haven't read this, read this. And I'm not even done with it, so I just don't know how else this is gonna go. I'm currently 67% of the way in, but I am on chapter 28. I am like in the middle of chapter 28, and I really love this book. I'm excited to see where everything else goes. But yeah, I guess that's my update for now. Oh my god, there's this kink in here, the thing that he does with, so hot. I don't want to spoil nothing, but he, like, after they finish and he does the thing and then y'all, I have so many highlights. This book just keeps getting better and better. It is, oh my god, I can't wait to reread this with the audio narration. When I get to the spicy scenes on audio, take me out. Just take me out. Anyways, that is my update for now. I can't really think of anything else because mostly what happened yesterday, like while I was reading, was that whole breaking point for them. So yeah, that's my update for now. I will read some more and I will see you guys in a bit because I most definitely finishing this book today. I really want to pick up Hail Mary after. I do. I want to pick up Hail Mary because I did see Caitlin from the Love Librarian talk about it in her mid-month wrap-up today, and the way that she like described it, I was just like, I got a little bit more detail about the book, so I'm like, oh, that sounds really good. That sounds really good. So I think we're just gonna have 5 stars back to back, y'all. Like, what can I say? I will update you guys in a little. All right, you guys, so I just finished Powerless and I ended up giving it 5 stars. Are we surprised? I don't think so. It was just, this book deserves no less than 5 stars. It truly doesn't. It truly doesn't. It truly doesn't. This book was everything that I wanted it to be and more. And honestly, we need to protect Jasper at all costs. He is just a beautiful, beautiful man. Everyone deserves a Jasper. and a cane and a rat too. I absolutely love this book. I feel like I already gushed about so many things about this book, but just the way that Sloane stands up to her family, the way that Jasper is there with her through the whole thing and how supportive he is, and the tattoo. I forgot to mention the tattoo, y'all. And the way that they hug each other, y'all. Ugh, it was so good. I absolutely loved it. I need me a cowboy in my life. I do. I also really liked the bit of hockey playing that we got, like the little intertwining of a hockey player and like cowboy. This book was absolute perfection. There's nothing about it that I would change. There is just so many good things about this book. The forced proximity, the secret pining, the unrequited love. They are truly soulmates. They are literally meant to be together, and I just love them so much. I love Jasper and I love Sloane. I love the character growth in Sloane. I thought that was done so well, and just I loved it. I loved it so much. It's so hard to find words for a book that is just so amazing. Like, kind of leaves me speechless, but at the same time, I can't talk about all of the things that I loved about it because I don't want to spoil it. Just know that it's 5 stars for me. It's amazing. I will say that we do get a sneak peek of whose book is next, and I am so ready. I am so ready, y'all. I was so shook. Okay, when they first popped up into the book, I won't say who, but when they first popped up and how Jasper and Sloane are eavesdropping on their conversation, I was like, who are these people? Like, who are these people? And I was like, you know what? I'm probably gonna reread Flawless, Heartless, and Powerless before the new book comes out through audio. And then I'm gonna remember and I'm gonna love it. And I think it's gonna be like reverse age gap, hate to love, reverse grumpy sunshine, the banter. Oh, I'm so ready. I just know that I'm going to eat up the next book too. I need to get to Elsie Silver's backlist, to be honest. Like, I really do. Oh my gosh. It was... It was phenomenal, guys. Anyways, yeah, we get a sneak preview of the next one, and I think it's just about to be just amazing, maybe even more so. But anyways, I will be starting Hail Mary here soon. I don't know if today, I might need a little bit of time to process. I have a couple of book reviews that I need to write that I've been putting off, so I will do those first before I pick up my next book, but I will keep you guys updated. Hey guys, so I am here to give you like literally the minimum of an update because I did start Hail Mary earlier today, but I only read chapter 1 and I have some thoughts already. I'm already giggling. I'm already screaming. What can I say? Literally, I think what it is that I only read chapter 1, but it shows you like the past connection that Mary and Leo had while they're playing video games in high school, and just that like high school feeling where you're like anonymously playing a game, like video games or whatever it is, like on a computer, and you just talk through the phone, so you guys only know your own voices. You know who the hero is, and you know that the guy likes you, but he doesn't know who you are. And it's just that whole like vibe, that like secret identity that is just so like relatable, you know? And the way that Leo acts towards Mary, how he lied about his age so she thinks he's cool, and how he asked her if she had a boyfriend and like her number and what her real name was, and just this sense that Mary has, how she thinks that he won't like her if he really knew who she was. And it is just, you know, I'm living my middle school, high school days. I'm in it, I'm living in it, I'm thriving. But those are my thoughts so far. I literally, like I said, only read chapter 1. I am literally only on chapter 2. I'm going to read quite a bit today. It is already 7 o'clock, so I'm gonna try and read quite a bit now, and then I'm gonna have dinner, and then I'm gonna get ready for bed. I have to take my makeup off, and then I'll probably read some more before I go to sleep. Yeah, that's the update. I will try to update you guys tomorrow morning, and then up to you guys after whatever percent I get to right now. But yeah, that's the plan. I'm so excited. I have been putting this one off because I needed to do some reviews first before I jumped into this one, because I don't want my reviews to back up. I'm in it, you guys. I'm already loving it, and I'm literally 2% in. Hi guys, so I'm in my bathroom, so excuse the running fan. There's nothing I can do about it. I literally can't turn it off. I can't. It just comes with the light. You know what I mean? But if it sounds terrible, then I'll just refilm this clip. We'll just have to see. But I am like around 50 something percent into Hail Mary, and I am loving it, you guys. Like I really am. There's just like a couple of things that I just aren't like clicking for me, and it's so sad to say. I'm gonna take my makeup off with you guys while I update on the book. So first off, I didn't really like the whole bar scene with the boss and Leo. I'm pretty sure I can like see the third act breakup, or just like I just know that this is gonna be an issue, and I'm just like dreading it. I don't know. I also felt like she was hating on him. Like she was like low-key so mean to him, and like he didn't know and she didn't want to tell him. Let me take my makeup off because I be talking too much. She didn't tell him and she didn't want to tell him. And I'm just like, girl, tell him, because this dude is literally like on his knees for you. Like he literally was miserable. He didn't know it was you and blah, blah, blah. Like even in high school, he said like it was like the worst year of his life. Like he didn't know why she had ghosted him. And I'm just like, bro, what? And I'm also just kind of like, I don't know, y'all. There's something about this book that's just not clicking for me. Like I'm not feeling the 5-star feel. Like I'm just, let me try and get my thoughts in order. Like I feel like they could have had this conversation sooner, because like what right after like he makes it known that he doesn't remember her, he's like feels instantly guilty about it, and she is like, oh my god, he for real didn't know it was me, like oh my god. And I'm like, yeah girl, he didn't know. And I feel like we could have let him know who she was a little bit sooner. That way maybe we could have had a little bit more groveling, and then they would have like gotten together, you know, because there's still the trust issue, right? And like I understand that we could have worked on that while he was like groveling and trying to prove himself. But no, like she found out that he really didn't know who she was, and then she was like, oh my god, like I can have him or something. I don't know, like she was really like, wow, like I was making him out to be this really big asshole, but really he's like not that at all. And I'm like, yeah bitch, yeah. And so that's how I feel about that. Is the chemistry there? Like, was the chemistry there? Because I don't know if I was feeling it. Like, was I feeling it? Or am I just, like, reading it? Does that make sense? And I don't know what I'm feeling. I don't know. I also love that Leo is Latino, Hispanic, whatever. Like, I appreciate Kandi Steiner trying to put diversity into her books, but it feels like, I feel like she probably didn't have a lot of like Latinx or Hispanic or people who speak Spanish read her book. Because there's a lot of phrases in here, like things that Leo says that just kind of don't make sense. Like that's not how we would speak Spanish. Like, and the fact that it's not correct in the book, it takes me out of the story. Like there was this one part where like he was confessing to her how much he loved her for like years, but when he said 4 years, he said para años. And it's supposed to be like por años. Like I was crazy about you, interested about you por años, right? Because para is 2. Listen, Spanish was my first language, but it's not my current most used language, okay? But it just, the grammar was not giving, you know, like it wasn't giving. The grammar wasn't giving, you. And so because of that, it took me out of the story, and I was like I love that he's a Latino hero because I love to see it. I also feel like the Spanish only comes out when it's convenient. Maybe I'm just thinking too much about it. Maybe I'm just, I don't know, y'all. I really don't know. Like, it just feels off to me. And like, they had their first spicy scene, which, mind you, it was hot. Like, I was in it, okay? But there was at this point where he says mierda. Why he fuck that? And I'm like, I know that he's supposed to be like, shit, like, this feels so fucking good. But it's like, mierda, this feels so good. Is it just me? Please, my Spanish speaking people, comment down below, because it was giving cringe, y'all. And that's why I say, like, if she had more Spanish speaking people review her book, like an arc or like proofread it, I think these issues would have been caught and it could have been done in a better way. So yeah, I'm loving the book because I love Mary and I love how the relationship is, and I love the idea of the relationship. I love the scenes that we're getting. I love that she is a tattoo artist. I love that she's a curvy heroine. I love that she's pierced. I love Leo because he's just so cocky and just so hot, and I just be eating it up. I be eating it up. So I'm eating up the relationship, I'm eating up the book, but I'm not, like, I'm loving it, but I'm not in love with it. Does that make sense? Like, I love the book, but I'm not in love with it, and it's so sad because I wanted to be in love with it and I'm not. And honestly, I'm only 50% of the way in, so this could change. Okay, like, it could change. Like, by the end of the book I could be like, nah bitch, I don't know what the fuck you was talking about last night, but these are my thoughts at 11 at night. I was like, bro, it's so late. And then I was like, fuck, I still have to take my makeup off. And then, like, you know what, well, I'll just film my update now, and then if it sounds like trash, I'll just refilm it tomorrow. BRB, gonna wash my face. Yeah, so those are my issues right now. Those are the only issues that I can think of as of right now. I think the Spanish grammar is way off, and I'm not liking the plot with her boss at her job. Like, I really just kind of hate the boss. Like, I really don't like it. Like, I don't like it at all. And I don't like that the heroine is playing stupid about it, especially if she can feel it in her gut that it's wrong. And I also didn't like that whole club scene that I said. Not club, it was like a bar where Leo, bruh, it pissed me off, where Leo stands up for her and she gets mad at him, and he's like waiting for her to like stand up for him and be like on his side, and she don't. Now, Miss Girl, if you don't, my poor baby Leo, he did not deserve that. So yeah, those are the things that I'm not liking about it. I'm excited to keep reading. I probably will keep reading once I lay down in bed. So we'll just have to see how it goes. And yeah, that's my skincare routine. I am gonna go to bed, probably gonna sleep with my hair not in a ponytail because, girl, my hair is just in a league of its own. No, it is what it is. This is how we go on. This is how we go to sleep. This is how we go to sleep. I am exhausted, low key. I am ready for bed. I'm gonna continue reading and update you guys tomorrow morning. I do work, so I need to get up early, and it's already so late. But let me know down below in the comments if you feel me. Okay, let me know down below in the comments if I'm crazy or if I'm just not far enough in the book yet, or just let me know that I'm crazy, because I really, really want to love this book. I don't know. I'm gonna have to, if I can't figure out my feelings towards this book by the end of it, I'm gonna have to read some reviews, because right now it's up in the air and it's just so disappointing. I'm just like kind of sad about it, and I'm like, is it me? Like, am I the problem? You know? Anyways, I will update you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, so I'm here to do an update on Hail Mary. I did finish the book and I'm giving it 4.5 stars. Okay. So I'm giving it 4.5 stars, but I am rounding it up to a 5-star on Goodreads. I don't think that it's a 4-star, but it's not like a full solid 5-star. And let me explain. I think I explained most of my issues last night while I was doing my nighttime skincare with you guys, but I haven't reviewed the footage. So if you saw it, you saw it. If you didn't, it's because it was trash. Basically, the premise was that I really did love the book. I just wasn't as invested in the book as I thought that I was gonna be. I don't want to say that I was disappointed because I did love the book. I loved Leo. I loved Mary. I loved them together. I loved the plot. I loved the football sports romance aspect. I loved the forced proximity. I like the hate to love. I wouldn't say it's enemies to lovers. It's more like hate to love because of this misunderstanding. And I did find the misunderstanding to be a little bit childish, but things happen for a reason, like they say in the book. I do believe they are soulmates. They're so totally meant to be together. I did find that conflict. Like, I wish Mary would have told Leo sooner, but I also understand why she waited so long. Another issue that I had was the Spanish grammar in this book. I loved that Leo was a Latino hero. Like, I truly did. Oof, I love that man. I do. But I also think that we should have done a little bit more preparation for this, you know, because if you're gonna do it, let's do it right. You know what I mean? And for me, as a Latina, the grammar was just not giving. You know what I mean? It wasn't like constant because Leo doesn't speak Spanish constantly. He does speak it enough, but when we would get to those parts, some would make sense, some were good, and then other ones weren't, and it was just very like abrupt, and it would take me out of the story because then I would have to go back and be like, well, that's not how you say that, and it doesn't make sense in this area. I don't know, y'all. I might be tripping. I'm gonna just say that I'm tripping, but like I know that I felt some type of way about it, so I wanted to mention it because it is the reason why this book didn't get a full 5 stars. Another thing that I didn't like was the way that Mary was so stubborn. I think honestly that I'm not really mad about the plot of the whole hidden identity. I don't think that's what it was for me. I think the plot that pissed me off was the whole boss tattoo artist plot. Like, there were 2 scenes in this book where I really needed Mary to stand up and be by Leo's side, and she did not in either scene, and it really rubbed me the wrong way. I was like, girl, this man is in love with you and you can't even stand by his side. Like, she got mad at him twice in those 2 scenes. If you know, you know, the club scene and the outside the tattoo shop scene. Like, she should have stood by his side. Like, yeah, I understand, like, he made a stupid decision to react the way that he is, but you know, he's a Latino man, a little hot-blooded. We get it, especially when somebody touches his woman, and I'm just like, I ate it up. I was like, oh, that's a little hot. Protect me, sir. But she did it. I mean, she did a little bit, but she was more angry than anything. And then the stuff that happens after that, I was just like, it was kind of like the 3rd act breakup, and I was just like, you could have had his back twice and you didn't pull through twice. And I was just so sad. Still loved the book, don't get me wrong. I definitely still think that you should read it. It was so good. The smutty scenes, oh, I was eating it up. The smutty scenes were so good, and there was multiple scenes of it, and I loved the chemistry, their tension, the little moments they had, the moment on the roof, the moment where they like play video games together. I loved how Mary got along with all of the guys in the house together. I loved that she adopted a cat. I loved that Mary was strong and a badass, and she was just covered in tattoos, and she had piercings everywhere, and Harvey and Leo just loved her and just loved her for her, you know, and like uplifted her and was there. And there was groveling. There was a lot of apologizing, which I liked, because just one apology isn't enough, especially for what Mary thinks that he did. And he really stepped up, and I loved seeing Leo playing football. Like, that's one of my favorite stuff. Like, I can just picture it and I just be like, wow, this fine ass man playing football. I eat it up. It was so good. But yeah, so I ended up giving it a 4.5. Honestly, like, in my heart, like, I'm thinking maybe a 4, but like, I just feel like maybe not a 4, because I don't want to give it a 4, but is that just bias of me? I'm landing on a 4.5, y'all. I'm landing on a 4.5, and you can say it's biased, but I'm gonna keep it rounded up to a 5 star. I just am. I'm just gonna keep it rounded up to a 5 star. What can I say? I definitely think that you should read it. I'd recommend it regardless, whether it's a 4 or 5 or a 4.5. I still think it is an amazing book, and you should pick it up. I truly did love it, and if I didn't, I would let you guys know. I did tell you the issues that I had with it, but overall, I loved my read of Hail Mary by Kandi Steiner. I think the thing about Hail Mary too, before I shut up about it, is that when we get to the epilogue, we see all the couples, and that epilogue, those last few chapters really made me feel so good. This book, Hail Mary, can't be 4 stars. Just the last few chapters where we see all the couples and we get to see them in the future and like what they're doing and what their plans are and just seeing them happy. I ate it up. I loved it so much. I'm telling you, it's 4.5 stars. I'm rounding it up to a 5-star. I'm done saying that. I really did love it, and I will be going back to those smutty scenes. I will tell you that. And now that I feel like I've been talking about that book for so long, and I might have been a little bit redundant, now for the last book in this reading vlog, we're gonna be reading Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey. I am so excited. I did see a lot of bad reviews on Goodreads. Like, not bad reviews. I didn't read any reviews because I didn't want it to like impede my judgment, but I also saw like a lot of low ratings. Basically, I saw a lot of people rating this book low stars. But honestly, I am a Tessa Bailey stan, so I just don't know if she could do wrong. I mean, obviously there are books by her that I love more than other books by her, but generally I love all her books, so I truly think that I'm gonna love this one. It's a little slow start, but I've already like the heroine. I can already tell how quirky she's gonna be, and she's just gonna be a fun, sunshiny character. It's gonna be fun and it's gonna be funny, and I'm ready for it. Listen, y'all, I'm only on page 12. I will try and get a lot more reading done today, so I will keep you guys updated. So like, mental note, need to charge my light. I do want to go to Half Price. Should I be going to Half Price? Absolutely not. I really shouldn't, but honestly, I need to get out of the house. I work from home, and I usually have my evenings to myself now, and I just want something to do. And honestly, you guys, it is 11 degrees outside, but it feels like -7. Like, excuse me? Don't live in Nebraska. Don't do it. Anyways, yeah, so I'm excited about this. I do have my tabs, and as you guys saw, I did prep for my read. I still don't know what they're gonna mean, but they match the cover, and I'm so excited. I really hope that I love this book. But anyways, Secretly Yours, only on page 12. I will update you guys when I'm at the 20% mark. I'm gonna try and keep it updated on my Goodreads so it lets me know, so that I can let you guys know, but I will talk to you guys when I have another update. Hey guys, so I'm here to update my anticipated releases reading vlog. This is gonna be my final update. I ended up finishing Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey. I ended up giving it 4.5 stars, and I'm gonna be rounding it up to a 5-star on Goodreads. Okay, brief intermission. Don't mind any of this. I haven't done my hair. I woke up like this, literally. I mean, not the makeup. I did not wake up with the makeup on. I just finished my makeup, but my hair is the way it is. But I realized last night that I never told you guys the basis of this book, so I figured I would do a little sneaky in there, put it in the clip in there. What the hell was that? Hallie is just, from the beginning of the book, you could tell that Hallie is just all over the place. And she is a professional gardener, and she hits up Julian's mother to do the house that Julian is staying in. Julian is a professor. I can't remember quite where, but he comes back home to take like a break so he could write his novel. He first sees Hallie while she's like gardening his home and like planting flowers and stuff, and he comes out and he talks to her, and that's how they kind of reconnect. But he doesn't remember her from back in high school, because they did go to high school together. She was a couple of years below him. Eventually he went to college, and she just never saw him again. So that's kind of like the premise of it. This is them being in forced proximity and getting to know each other, and also Hallie feeling some type of way that Julian doesn't remember her, so she starts writing these letters to him as a secret admirer. But while all of this is happening, they get to know each other quite a bit more, because she always has to come back and finish the gardening project she's in. This also has a lot of character development where Julian has to learn to not to be so controlling, and to figure out what really matters. That time is literally a social construct, and that he has been the most productive he's ever been in his life, but his life is literally just passing him by, and Hallie is literally flying in the wind. She needs to learn how to set roots and to be a little bit more responsible and to go for the big things and believe in herself. So yeah, that's kind of like the premise of the book. It's So good. Let's just jump right into the other clip. I didn't really like the third act breakup. I could see it coming from a mile away, and I felt like the whole letter secret admirer thing that was going on was literally put in here just to have a third act breakup. Like, it was cute. Like, I love letters and romances, but it was only put in there for the plot device, and then at the end there I was like, that's a little dramatic. I don't know, but I still enjoyed it. It just didn't hit as much as my other Tessa Bailey books. I don't know what it was about it. I mean, I still loved it. There were so many good things about this book. I was giggling and screaming internally, literally screaming while I was reading this. I loved Julian. I loved Hallie. I thought Hallie and Julian were like perfect for each other. I especially loved Julian because he was so just like one of those quiet, broody, needs to be in control type of heroes, and there was amazing anxiety rep in here, and Hallie was just this all over the place, spontaneous, sunshine type of girly. I think they were literally opposites attract, obviously, but they were like literally meant to be together. Like, they're opposites attract, but because they're opposites, they just fit so well together. These smutty scenes in here, there's about like 3 solid smutty scenes in here, and I ate it up. I did eat it up. It was really good. We do have a virgin heroine, which I liked, but it wasn't made out to be like, oh, virgin heroine, like you know how they usually do it. No, this was just like, she was a virgin heroine, but it happened with Julian, and it was really good. I loved that most of the smutty scenes happened like outside, like in gardens and stuff, because Hallie is a gardener, and it just kind of fit the vibe, you know what I mean? And I was eating it up. Julian has like the smuttiest mouth ever. Like, the things this man be saying. Okay, but the things that this man be saying and the things that he be thinking about Hallie, like, I think that's what it is about Tessa Bailey books, that the men in her books are always such simps for the heroine, and I just eat it up. I just eat it. It's so good. I loved Julian's actions. I love how he was such a pure, kind, thoughtful hero, but he didn't want any of the credit, you know what I mean? And he literally just wanted Hallie to always be smiling and always be happy, and honestly, it's a 5-star. Now that I'm thinking more about it and just talking about it with you guys, I am like cheesing, like my face hurts from how much I'm smiling. So maybe it's a 5-star. I really loved it, you guys. I really loved it. I definitely think you should still read it. I enjoyed my time with it. It's not anything like It Happened One Summer, and it's not anything like window shopping, but it's just kind of, if you love a man that is simping for a woman, and he is thoughtful and caring, and he is like a quiet, low-key a little bit like OCD about time with a sunshine heroine, this book is for you. I definitely recommend for you to read it. There was a lot of things in here that I really liked, and yeah, I think I'm gonna do a 4.5 rounded up to a 5-star, just because I'm pretty sure I gave Hook, Line, and Sinker a 4-star, and I'm pretty sure I like this one way better than Hook, Line, and Sinker, so I'm gonna go ahead and do 4.5 and round up to a 5-star. And that is gonna be it for this anticipated releases vlog. We had some good ones. I think they were all pretty good. They weren't all solid 5 stars. Powerless was a 5-star for me. Hail Mary was a 4.5, round up to a 5-star. And Secretly Yours is a 4.5, rounded up to a 5-star. So really, these were all 5 stars, which I predicted they were gonna be, but they did have some things like Hail Mary and Secretly Yours did have some things that I didn't absolutely love about them, but overall I love these authors. They're auto-buy authors for me, and I will be reading anything and everything that they drop, and I'm super excited to see what comes next. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Go ahead and comment a bouquet of flowers. I'm pretty sure there's an emoji for that down below in the comments for Secretly Yours, and let me know if you guys are going to read any of these books, or if you have already. Let me know your thoughts. I would love to know. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.